Hey there guys, Prince the Harukun here, and welcome back to Let's Play Disgaea Hour of Darkness. In the last episode, we did episodes 3-2 and 3-3, and both of those were relatively simple stages, with 3-3 being somewhat of an exception, but still not too bad. So in this episode we're going to be doing episode 3-4, but that's not what we're going to be starting with. Instead, I want to cover something that I haven't quite gone over yet, and something you might have wondered. What happens to all the bosses of the previous stages? For example, in Vyre's Castle. What happens if we were to go back to the Hall of Caresses, you know? Like, what would be there? Well, if you decide to go back to a map that you haven't yet that you've already completed that's a boss stage, well, the boss won't be there. But instead, they will be replaced with an alternate unit. In the case of 1-4, it's going to be a ninja, who, by the way, has an axe, and although he's level 6, if you decide to go back and fight this ninja again, ninjas really suck, and they really hurt really early on, especially because it's not just a rank 1 ninja, but a rank 2 ninja. And really, the map remains unchanged, it's just that the boss is replaced with a ninja. And that's the case with all the stages, is that they each get replaced with a certain unit. So this one isn't too terribly interesting, so I'll meet you guys in 2-4. Now, infinitely more interesting than 1-4 is 2-4, because Flan gets replaced with a snow golem. Or just a golem, I guess, not really a snow golem. Golems have incredibly high attack, but otherwise are kind of just decent in everything else, and that's really all they're really for. And you also notice that the dragon and Flan are not there, so technically it was just the dragon being replaced by the golem. And in fact, if you decide that you want a golem on your team, this is a really good place to grind for that, because as you can see, there's not a lot of units here, and I think I'm actually going to do that for completion's sake. So, if you ever really want to get a golem on your team, this is a really good place to go about getting that. Alright, so with that taken care of, I think we're going to go ahead and make our way to 3-4. Off screen, I didn't really change anything. All of my characters are the exact same, because I have no reason to really need to grind anymore. At least for this point. I might actually grind Slim and everyone else that's below level 15 to get to about 15. I'm gonna do that off screen, of course. I think once I do that, have I unlocked? I'm gonna check real quick, because this video is gonna be short enough as it is anyway, so I don't think this will matter too much. I'm gonna see if I can... Yeah, I've unlocked up a Centurion, so I might go ahead and make everyone that I can a Battler, and I'll probably get everyone to their 2nd rank. Actually, I won't be able to do that next episode, but we'll see. I'll do that at some point, probably in Chapter 4. But anyway, with that out of the way, we're gonna go ahead and make our way to the Lavish Hall, where we will take on the very last map of this chapter. So, I didn't forget.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, money, how do I love thee! Let me count the ways. With you to fund my military campaign, I shall become the next overlord.
Long time no see, Hog Miser.
Who's there?
Don't tell me you've forgotten me.
Who are you?
Laharl, the heir to the throne, King Krichevskoy's son.
Oh, yeah. Ever since the king died, I knew I was forgetting something. So it was you, Prince.
You call yourself a vassal?
You know how demons are. You always say not to be so picky about the details.
I'm not a detail.
Oh, don't be so self-centered.
I'm glad you helped refresh my memory. It was nagging me, like a fish bone stuck in my throat.
Fishbone? You?
Well, what do you want?
What do you mean, what do I want? Now that my old man's dead, I'm the Netherworld's next overlord. I'm taking back everything that's mine, and the rest of your fortune, too.
Don't push your luck. Just because you're the king's son, it doesn't mean you can do whatever you want. is strength that counts in another world. If you want what is now mine, you'll have to take it by force.
That's exactly what I had in mind. Enough talk! Let's go!
Fighting over money and power. Were the angels right about demons? If they really are evil, then...
Okay guys, and welcome to the boss of 3-4, Hog Miser. Hog Miser is in fact level 12. He is also counted as a monster class enemy, and it does in fact have the equipment to relate to that. He has an attack called Spinning Slash, which is a move that attacks all around him in a grid-like pattern. In four tiles, one here, and one here. I guess it's a plus shape. That's the word I was looking for. He doesn't have a lot of HP, but he's not the one you're going to want to worry about. Instead, you're going to want to worry about these two right here. Although they aren't equipped with although these two pugilists here aren't equipped with fists, they do both have lances. They do have incredibly high attack, and they will hurt you. Combined with Hog Miser here, who has a little bit higher attack. But really, when you get down to it, this map's not that bad. More interesting, however, is this, which there seems to be something missing here. Wasn't there supposed to be like a thing that calls this the Wall of Meat? So it turns out that the enemies in this area do have the title Wall of Meat. I was just stupid and forgot to press the X button, and thanks to the sample man for this footage you're seeing right here. That's weird. I feel like in the PS2 release of this thing here was called the Wall of Meat. Huh. Anyway, long story short, there's just these guys here, and in comparison to all of these, they're really not that big of a deal. In fact, if I do everything right, I think I can... Yeah, let's try this. I'm gonna laugh if this works. Let's go ahead and take out Fu. We're going to have you... Now they all resist something different. Mommy! Well, that did not do enough damage. Thanks, Gob. I appreciate that. Okay, well, it didn't quite work out the way I hoped it would, but that's okay. What I think instead we're gonna do, let's go ahead and take out Laharl, and we'll go ahead and have Laharl start working on Sarah over here. Or Saraya. Never understood that spelling of Sarah. I've just called it Sarah, and that was kind of my issue with, oh god, Ocarina of Time. Was that I could never pronounce Sarah's name, so I just called it Sarah. By the way, have I not given attention to the music yet? Because this is some of my favorite boss music in video games ever. Like, I love this song so much. This is a really, really good song. Oh man. And for the life of me, I can't recall the name of it, but still, this is just really good music right here. Well, unfortunately, we're not going to have enough space to get him over there, but we might actually after we do this.
Here I come!
I also just realized that I did that in the wrong order. Dang it. Oh well.
I'll finish this.
Die!
It's not a big deal. It just would have helped.
Go!
Save it.
Yeah!
Save it.
Oh, you got a nick. Whatever. Not like it matters too
I'll
much.
finish this.
Punk!
There we go. Oh, and a bullseye. Ooh, and a counter. Yes! Yes! Weaver, I love you so much. Awesome. Okay, we already took out one of them in one turn, but I'm more concerned with this guy because of his Bushido Lance. Although he has less attack than she did, so I'm not as worried, but still. Let's go ahead and get started by taking down his HP. I think we can't do that, can we? No. What is he weak to? He is weak to ice. That's fine by me, because it means I can go ahead and use Tri-Burst on him, which I'm at just the right angle to do so. And good, Sample Man can get in close. We're gonna have him use Triple Strike. And there we go. Beautiful. And that should take him down. We might actually finish this next turn because he's weak to wind, and I have Mega Wind. So really, this map's not too hard. It just kind of comes down to a big brawl. Like really, all you gotta do is just take out these enemies up here as fast as you can, and then try to focus on killing at least on these guys one at a time. And as you notice, Hog Miser didn't come and attack me immediately, and I'm not sure if that's a glitch with his AI, or if that's just how he's programmed, but he didn't come after me for some reason. So let's go ahead and see how much Sky Lunge will do to this enemy. And he killed him. Good job, Weaver. Alright. So now with that out of the way, we'll go ahead and take out Gob. And we're gonna have you lift and throw Gob, because here's what I'm gonna do. Gob doesn't have anything equipped. Whoops! That's my bad again. Fantastic. Alright. I'm gonna keep moving closer to the microphone, so hopefully that isn't going to cause any audio issues, and I apologize if it does. I'm still getting used to this setup. You only have Mega Fire, and he resists fire. But that's okay, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna have you cast on her. We're gonna have her cast Mega Wind on Hog Miser. And I don't usually use buffs, but hey. I meant to do something else, but whatever. There we go, 166. Nice. There's a good chunk of his HP gone. So now with that out of the way, we're gonna go ahead and move Laharl here. We'll use the Hurricane Slash. And we're gonna move Weaver here. Weaver can't do anything because Weaver already attacked this turn. I'm stupid and forgot that. My bad. Have you do that because he has no resistance to ice, and he is resistant to fire, so that wouldn't be good to use Tri-Burst, and we're gonna have you use Triple Strike, and that should finish him off. Maybe.
Here I come!
Probably not. I don't know. Actually, yeah. And there we go. That's Chapter 3-4. Very, very easy, not challenging at all, but overall, it can be pretty tricky if you're not quite high-leveled enough to face some level 12s. And so that's why it's important to always have characters, you know, generally grinded pretty well. And with that, I'll see you guys next time for episode 4-1.
You lose. I'm taking everything as promised.
You can't! I won't be able to survive without my money!
Well then, I'll just finish you off now.
How cruel! Not only is he taking his money, but his life, too. I can't let this happen. If worse comes to worse, I'll stop him with my own 2 hands. Wait, you bully!
Who are you? Hog Miser's son? Let go! I won't go easy on you just because you're a kid. Hey kid, why are you risking your life for this greedy pig? You wanna die?
Don't you understand, Laharl? This is love.
Here we go again. Love, love, love. Is that all you've got in your puny little head? You damn love freak!
You can call me whatever you want, but why is it that you refuse to believe in love? You reject it because you're afraid of it. Isn't that right?
Laharl, my son. What do you think of me? Do you love me?
No, I hate you.
A typical answer for a demon. Which is fine for now, but one day...
Now she's got me thinking about my old man. My old man, huh? What was he trying to tell me that time? This is stupid. Why am I even thinking about this? It's all that love freak's fault. Forget it! I've wasted enough of my time.
Huh? You're not going to finish him?
It wouldn't make me any richer. Alright, start taking the good stuff! But make sure you leave some behind for them.
Laharl. Master Lamington, I finally understand. Those words you spoke to me. Master Lamington?
What is it, Flan?
The angels told me that the demons are all evil. Is that true?
What do you think?
I've never met one, so I don't know.
Listen carefully, Flan. There is no such thing as absolute evil or absolute good. The angels assume that they are good and the demons are evil. That is an unfortunate misconception. Demons do have love. The angels, and in fact most demons, just do not realize it. If we can guide them, if we can make them see, then one day...
Master Lamington, I will accompany Laharo for a little while longer. He is selfish, self-centered, and stubborn. And those aren't his only shortcomings. But I have discovered a hint of kindness in his heart. It may be small right now, but I have great hope that he will learn to love. So, Master Lamington, please forgive my digression.
Roaming the wild frontier, Etna is challenged by the Dark Chef Hal. A cooking battle death match begins that will shake the Earth's foundation.
Sounds cheesy to me, dude.
This week's dish, Cajun-style gumbo. And the ingredient? The Prinny Squad.
Dude, us?
Etna struggles to resist the powers of the dark side of cooking. But then, Ajikage, the ninja cook, appears.
Dude, what in the world?
Next on Fire Chef Cooking Gal Etna, Episode 4. Etna 120%. With a pinch of murderous intent.
You're hopeless, dude.
So episode 3 has actually 2 different outcomes to it, depending on certain requirements that can be met. If you're and this decision here will take you actually to the first bad ending of the game, not counting the virus ending. In order to unlock this ending, you have to accrue a grand total of 50 allied kills. That means that you have to willingly kill your own party members in order to receive this ending. The fastest and best way that I know of to do this is to just play on the tutorial map and make 9 characters that are all good for nothings, and make sure you reduce their HP, because you are going to have to revive them afterwards. And just put them up into a 3x3 square, as you're seeing in this video footage right here. Once you've done that, just utilize as many characters as you can to kill them. If you happen to have Winged Slayer, or if you have a mage that has level 9 of one of their spells, then you can pretty much just decimate them in one turn. Once you do this, you then have to make sure that the person that you're using to do this is strong enough to complete the map, which is, by this point, should not be a problem unless you're using like a really weak mage with low defense or something, but even then, it shouldn't really be much of an issue, because obviously if you're using the character who dies, you're gonna get a game over. Once you've done all that, exit back to the map, go back to the item hospital, and repeat. If you do this a grand total, and I also might recommend using mages as well, because mages have the lowest HP out of all the human classes, because revival cost is gonna depend entirely upon how much HP you have and what level you are. This is also a really good way to grind for deceased, to gather your deceased numbers in the hospital, but note that doing this will prevent you from getting the good ending at the end of the game. So if you don't care about the ending and you really just want to get really powerful items early on, this is about a good time as any to grind for the deceased count. And that's really all there is to it. And once you do all that, go ahead and beat 3-4, and when you do so, you should get an option, and if you choose the option as you see in the video, then you will get this ending.
How cruel! Not only is he taking his money, but his life, too! I can't let this happen. If worse comes to worse, I'll stop him with my own 2 hands! dig it! So, demons are evil.
Fool! Of course they are!
Then you leave me no choice. I shall defeat you!
Good! Give it your best shot!
It is a pity that it has come to this.
Yes, the gate between the Netherworld and Celestia may remain forever sealed.